Imagine a man who could paint the mystery of a smile so perfectly that centuries later, the world still can't stop talking about it. A man who could design flying machines long before humans ever left the ground, who studied anatomy, geology, astronomy, architecture, music, and somehow excelled in all. He was not just a painter. He was not just an inventor. He was the embodiment of the Renaissance spirit, a mind forever reaching beyond the limits of its time. This is the story of Leonardo da Vinci, the man who saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. Leonardo was born in 1452 in a small village called Vinci near Florence, Italy. He was the illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman. No noble blood, no wealthy inheritance, just a boy. Curious and fascinated by the world around him, even as a child, Leonardo saw what others didn't. He would stare at flowing water, clouds, plants, and animals, and draw them. To him, art wasn't just drawing. It was understanding. He asked questions no one dared to ask. How does light bend? Why does the heart beat? Can humans fly? From the beginning, Leonardo's mind refused to accept that anything was impossible. As a teenager, Leonardo's father took his drawings to Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's greatest artists. Verrocchio accepted him as an apprentice, and soon the student surpassed the master. When Leonardo painted an angel in Verrocchio's work, The Baptism of Christ, it was said to be so beautiful that Verrocchio vowed never to paint again. But Leonardo wanted more than to paint what he saw. He wanted to paint what he understood. He dissected cadavers to study muscles and bones, observed how light and shadows worked, and brought realism to life. He began to see connections between art and science, between beauty and mechanics. For Leonardo, these were all part of the same truth. The Renaissance was an explosion of human potential, and Leonardo stood at its center. In his notebooks, he filled thousands of pages with sketches and notes written in mirror script. Flying machines, armored tanks, hydraulic systems, bridges, musical instruments, even robotic knights. Ideas centuries ahead of their time. His helicopter design resembles the modern rotorcraft. His studies of bird flight helped shape aerodynamics. His anatomical sketches were more accurate than most medical drawings of later centuries. Many of his inventions stayed on paper, not because he failed, but because his curiosity was limitless. He wasn't obsessed with finishing. He was obsessed with understanding. Among his masterpieces, none rivaled The Last Supper and the Mona Lisa. When Leonardo painted The Last Supper, he captured human emotion, shock, betrayal, divine calm. Every gesture, every expression told a story. And the Mona Lisa, her mysterious smile still captivates the world. Neither joy nor sorrow, but something deeper. More human. Leonardo once said, "Art is never finished, only abandoned." Maybe that's why his works feel alive, because they were never meant to end. While painting masterpieces, Leonardo worked as an engineer and architect for powerful patrons, the Medici, the Duke of Milan, even the King of France. He designed fortresses, canals, weapons, automata, and even contact lenses long before their time. But his greatest gift was vision. He saw patterns in everything, from the veins of leaves to the flow of rivers. To him, nature was the ultimate teacher. He wrote, "Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else." Leonardo didn't separate disciplines. He saw unity, one grand design connecting all knowledge. In his later years, Leonardo lived in France under King Francis I. He continued to write, draw, and teach until his death in 1519. He left behind thousands of pages of notebooks, filled with ideas that inspired generations. But his real legacy wasn't his art or inventions. It was his way of thinking. He believed knowledge had no boundaries, that creativity should not be confined. That curiosity was the purest form of intelligence. He showed that imagination is the bridge between what is and what could be, and that every question, no matter how impossible, is worth asking. Even centuries later, his spirit lives on in scientists, artists, and dreamers who dared to see beyond the obvious. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a man of his time. He was a man of all time. So, what can we learn from Leonardo da Vinci? That it's not enough to master one craft. That relentless curiosity is the key to greatness. That genius isn't about knowing everything. It's about never stopping the search for truth. If Leonardo had one message for us today, it would be this: don't wait for permission to explore. Don't limit yourself to one path. Be a student of everything. Because the more you learn, the more you see. And the more you see, the more beautiful the world becomes. Learning never exhausts the mind. Leonardo da Vinci, and maybe that's what made him immortal.